That high pressure has been keeping us quiet, and we haven't really seen a whole bunch of active weather the past week, but it is starting to kind of get active in the Atlantic Basin as the tropics kind of start to get active once again. Meteorologist Andy Mead is live this morning in studio with more on that tropical weather update. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Jeremiah. We are slowly starting to get into those peak months as we start our hurricane season, which did begin on June 1st, in which right now we are slowly starting to get up into near those peak. And this kind of graph is just based on climatology all around. We typically see our most tropical activity once we really start pushing more into that September to October season. And we can see, especially by the time we start heading into near the end of November, that's when activity does begin to slow down, in which we are beginning to see that activity slowly begin to pick up along into the Atlantic Basin right now. Invest 96L has a 60% chance of development. We can kind of see a little bit of that northward turn, where I do anticipate these storms right now that we do have in the Atlantic will likely just be those fish storms, not really going to be much in the way of worry, as well as the same systems off into the Pacific. But with the Atlantic season and the Pacific season really starting to pick up, social media has just been quite active across the board. You may have seen this image kind of swirling around with there could be that potential of those two major hurricanes, and I'm just here to tell you now, this is not going to be into the possibility, as it is still rather far out, and model accuracy, especially when it comes with respect to tropical systems, are very low. Especially we can see with the next model run that came out around that 0Z mark, which is typically around that 7 p.m. yesterday. We can see there is a stark difference, not with those two tropical systems. So over time though, model accuracy does drop, especially once we start reaching over 14 days. So just make sure, if you are going to be on those social media, just know to be weather aware and know what is real and fake. Victor?